YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Benji. We back with the crew. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Hey, look, man. I want to continue to thank y'all for the support that y'all showing over here. Join the crew is fun, man. We love all things culture, specific, content related, whatever. Just let me say, send me things. We can chat about it as a unit. If you like things more entertainment related in regards to movies, TV shows, we're starting to build a community on Lil Benji TV, and hey, it's popping over there. Got back into wrestling, so we've been doing a lot of reviews over there as well. But we're going to get into what we got going on in this video. So Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is a woman who's gone viral multiple times because she's a so-called dating guru, dating expert. But after she went on Cam Newton's podcast, he asked a question that had a lot of people thinking. He asked her, "Where's your husband?" And since then, it seems as if she's starting to fall down the hole into the category of grifter. So she recently went on Paul Pierce's podcast, and looks like Paul Pierce actually pressed her. So a lot of people have provided their own commentary about the situation.
Also, I went and tried to figure out how did she become a doctor and found out that it was from an currently unaccredited university. I decided to look into it a little bit. So I am up on her website right now. And within this, she has here a little bit about herself. You can see here, Dr. Bryant has decided to pursue her doctorate degree in counseling psychology from Argosy University. I have never heard of this school before, so I put this school into Wikipedia. And really, I wanted to understand, is this institution accredited? And I found out that on February 27, 2019, the U.S. Department of Education stated that they were cutting federal funding to this university. And all of the campuses were officially closed shortly thereafter. And why were they cut off? Seems like that there was some heavy fraud allegations. The Arizona Republic and Inside Higher Education reported that Argosy University failed to distribute more than $9 million in financial aid to its students, and it's unclear where the money is now.
Now, personally, I don't think that you have to be a doctor to give somebody advice, but at the end of the day, you're positioning yourself as if you're some authoritative figure because you have the educational background to back what you're saying. And at the very end of the day, she has a job that she literally gives people marriage advice. I also don't think you typically have to be married to give the advice, but if the educational background doesn't line up and the personal background doesn't line up, I'd be a little leery about trying to seek this woman for advice.
I'm dating,
but single,
enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
And that's pretty much the beginning of the clip that took the internet by storm, giving out advice to people on how they should be a better partner. Yet you haven't been married. Your educational background doesn't really line up with you calling yourself a doctor. You're going viral for your commentary on all of these things. Yet you live in the life that a lot of people are living as well. You a side chick.
We dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
At your peak, is you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed? Because Paul Pierce called this out
ashamed?
Perfectly. You've been this dude work for 5 years. While you sit on the internet and call out women for not leaving multi-millionaires because you feel like those multi-millionaires aren't catering to them the right way, you then sit on this internet and tell Paul Pierce that you've been this dude work. You've been giving this dude access to your body for 5 years with no commitment. And that's somehow better than what these other women is going through. No, y'all are in the same boat.
Basically what I just said. I thought it's funny too because I'm sure that she's been claiming to be celibate. But it seems as if she has no problem in this interview to let everybody know that she's busting it down. But at the end of the day, that's her personal life. I don't really care. But again, it's like the pot calling the kettle black.
He was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And yeah, I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, he your work.
We working together.
Two things are likely true. If y'all have this off and on relationship that does get physical, yet no one's committing to anybody, either one of y'all is a side piece or somebody's lying. That could speak to her ego too, because instead of admitting that she is possibly somebody's side piece, she'd rather let the narrative be known that she really running things and he's the one begging for a relationship. She that type of girl. I could settle down. I got dudes left and right begging me to get married. But I'll do it when I feel like it.
That's like for real. You can't keep nobody at a distance for 5 years. I ain't never done no shit like that.
I am not vitamin D deficient,
No,
so
no,
everything is good in that department.
No.
Grown woman, letting us know this. I appreciate her being vulnerable, but again, I think this speaks a lot to the fact that she's not able to navigate her own relationships, yet she's out here professing her to be some type of authoritative figure, and she giving y'all advice on what not to do when in your relationships and how to secure this or that in the relationship.
He just has some emotional maturity that he had to do. We're 9 years apart. He's 9 years younger than me. And so
she was in the same interview talking about people being cooked and referencing that the unks, the papas, are the ones that want the younger women. But on the inverse, that's how she's living. So she did all this dodging in the earlier part of the interview about how she's not cooked, or how cooked is better if she is cooked. And she wants the young dudes. More than likely because the young dude's willing to have a good time, he's willing to have fun, and he's down to live this life without commitment.
Waiting on it. Like what's the problem? Why y'all not together?
just because of that,
So you're waiting on that?
No, I'm not waiting on it. And I don't have him waiting.
So the D is good.
Oh.
Let's keep it. I mean, that's what it's.
So they supposed to be working on things to better one another for a relationship, yet they're not committed to one another, nor waiting for one another. I don't know. It sounds like a lot of rah-rah to me.
Emotionally, he goes back and forth from, I love you, I want to be with you, I'm mad because you won't be with me, you won't commit to me. And then his insecurities get the best of him. And it's like, I want you, but I'm not sure if I deserve you. I'm not sure that I can facilitate you. I'm not sure that I can be with you.
First off, the man that you're describing is emotionally unhinged and unstable. And the Mrs. Perfect Relationship Guru is dealing with an emotionally unstable man in a very toxic situation. That don't sound too right. Oh.
Hey, my boy Flacco spin some facts. Not only is you a side piece, but the dude is not healthy enough to handle the emotional toll that a relationship could take on him, and he wants you to be committed to him, yet when he realizes you won't commit, then he starts to think too much and question whether or not he's adequate enough as a partner for you. If the shoe was on the other foot, would this not be a power play? Something about him she don't like enough to consider a relationship. So emotional stop it. Realistically, what I heard when she tried to describe the state that this dude is in, that's typically the dudes that he feels like he batting out of his league. He's shooting on a court that he doesn't belong on. So he will consistently chase this woman, and she can keep him at bay. And hey, when she needs that booty call, she can call him up. But hey, anything further than that, nah, bro.
What I've been doing as far as being in a relationship with him when I want to and is not something that gives him stability. However, I don't want to commit to a relationship with a man who I feel emotionally is not in a place of being able to be in a healthy relationship.
Let's remember that she mentioned that this dude checks every box. But now suddenly he's not emotionally healthy enough to carry himself well in a relationship. So it's like, again, the onus is falling on one party or the other. He's that dude, but he's not that dude. So I'm gonna still consider my options out there. But I'm that girl, but he's actually right about how I'm handling the relationship. I should be locking down.
I'd much rather be the one walking you at the dog park than the one on the leash.
There it goes. There it goes, bruh.
Power play.
She understood, her real situation is actually the opposite. It's actually, she's a fool, she's a clown, she's giving away the cheeks with absolutely no commitment, while also dogging other women online for giving away their body with no commitment. So she's switching up, because she understands this, by the way.
He's right, though. It's all about the image. It's all about the perception, so she wants to control the narrative.
To my point, at 42, I'm not opt-out. We are not opt-out. Okay, we have options, and we are not on the leash. We can actually be the one holding the leash. It's all about your standards. It's all about you understanding who you are and you standing in and on your square and you doubling down on that.
So this is almost in direct combat to a lot of the rhetoric that's spilled out in the red pill community. All these dudes are saying, hey, yo, when you hit this age, you cook. Dudes ain't gonna want you. Again, I think there's, typically speaking in generalities, I don't think that there isn't any space available for anybody when they get to a certain age. Somebody might want you. And she pretty much is letting it be known here that she's still having her way. So she wanted to flex on everybody that say that she couldn't.
Have to settle. And we don't have to settle at a certain time.
Mind you, she's been openly critical of people who are in these relationships that she doesn't agree with.
No.
Well, let me ask
so
you a question,
what is NEYO to you, Dr. B?
So in this clip, she's talking about NEYO and his polygamous relationship.
He's a womanizer. He cheated on his wife, and that's why she left him. He didn't cheat once. He cheated over and over again. He's a womanizer. And now what he's doing is, as a womanizer, he's gaslighting himself and that wife to make it seem like he wants polyamorous when you never wanted polyamorous from the beginning. You wanted to be married but didn't have the discipline to do it, and your wife left you because she didn't tolerate that shit.
Maybe.
And so she pivoted from you. And now you're going, and he's making these other women pay for the heartbreak that he caused to himself by saying, I want to be polyamorous. That's BS. You want to be married. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the tools to do it. So now you want to make sure you put out into the world, look at me, I want to be polyamorous because I cheated. No, you failed in your marriage. You're effed up, and that's the problem. Now you need to heal from that and not have these self-project your pain onto these women about your messed up decision-making.
There's an argument to be made that there's some pain behind those words. Let's check out this TikTok commentator.
Dr. Bryant is in a situationship. I don't know if y'all saw she was on Paul Pierce's podcast. And so he was like, what you got going on? You know, you dating, you single? First she said, I have companions. Then she said, well, I'm not dating anybody exclusively. There's this one guy that we've been dating on and off for 5 years. How do you date someone for 5 years? You in a relationship or you not? But you cannot date someone for 5 years. Like, that is a situationship. I know she didn't want to say it out loud because she has a big following and she's always telling women what they need to do with men and blah blah blah. Girl, she was better off saying nothing.
Let's check the comments though. So-called Dr. Bryant is full of BS. If I was you young ladies, I would not be listening to that woman. She's one of those types that she's trying to impress upon somebody else's life what they should be doing with their life, but she's not living the life that she claims she's living. This is easy. She's in a relationship with a man that doesn't want her. She's been struggling with letting that man go with the hope that he will get it together. If this wasn't the case, we would all know who the guy is. Oh, shoot. The guy strings her along because he can't stand to see her with a man that would truly make her smile. A man that she would feel comfortable showing off, my opinion. Reality is she a side piece. He's 9 years younger, do the math. You can easily date someone for 5 years. She may not want a commitment-based relationship. All women are not looking for that. I think there's some truth to that. She could be preaching to the choir that, hey, look, here's what you should do to be in a successful relationship. But me, I'm vibing. I always think the funniest thing about these people is that they'll always let everybody know that they got plenty of options, that they got plenty of opportunities to be engaged and have been engaged multiple times, yet there's no relationships to show of that or marriages to show of that. But at the end of the day, maybe she's just vibing. At the end of the day, what she does in her personal life is her personal business, but the internet is going to come for you. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comments below. Stay tuned to the next one.